Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is a very special video because we are going to discuss about how to become a video editor within 30 minutes. After watching this video, you'll be able to edit your videos in a professional way. If you have not done any kind of video editing before, this is the video you must watch. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So I have opened Filmora here without wasting much time because I already opened it, and I have kept two files also which is ready to import to Filmora. And this is just a sample actually to show you like how we are going to do the editing thing. This is the place that the files we'll be dragging in, because if you import any file, this is the box that it is going to be. You can actually import media using this option also, like from the file, and you can import it, but I prefer dragging the files because it's much easier. So I'm going to drag these two files here. As you can see, this square box, so your files will be inside. So if you double click that file, you can see the preview on your right side. This is the screen that where you can see the preview of your video. It's gonna be there. And if you I'm gonna pause it. If you want to edit the video, you need to drag this to your timeline, because this is the place where all the editing process is going to be. And because any kind of editing you wanted to do to your video, this is the place, because this is your timeline. And you can see, like, if you see the video part, there are like 1, 2, 3 portions there, and for the audio it is only 2. And we have an option for adding your video track and audio track like as much as you want, because if you are working with multiple videos, you may be needing like a lot of tracks. And there are like other options also, like you can empty your track and stuff like that. You can see the audio of the particular file which is already attached with the file. I'm gonna drag it a bit more up. Yeah, you can see you can actually adjust your volume and other things. If you wanted, you can detach the audio. I'm gonna detach it now. You can basically mute that audio by clicking this option. See, now you won't be hearing any background sound. I'm gonna unmute it. Yes. If you play, you can hear the sound again. So this is one very important option. And if I double click on that, you can do the editing on it. You can increase the sound, decrease the sound, like you can fade in, fade out, and equalizer part. As you can see, there are many default presets already there. You can edit. Basically, it's not a audio editing software, it's a video editing software, so we have very limited options for the audio editing. You can customize your equalization, equalizer manually. That is also one option. So if you press OK, all the things that you have adjusted, it will be applied. We have not adjusted anything here right now. So the music, I wanted to change the background music, instead of this beat sound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this to the next track as a next track. You can see that the audio is very lengthy and the video is only up to the. So what we can do is we can we can actually remove that background, the original audio of the video, and you just play it. You can see the background music is already I'm going to increase the sound a bit. So you can see the background sound is already applied. So let's pause it. and we need to end the music at exact place. If you see now, if you play it after the video also, the audio will be playing, so we don't need that. So what we are going to do is we can directly split that audio using that split tool. Just click on it. It will be like already split. You can see now it's already two file kind of thing. So we can basically click on the unwanted portion, and you can actually delete that part, by pressing the delete button. Okay, so now you can see the video and the audio. Okay, I'm going to empty the track because it's kind of messy. Yeah, so now it's clean. Okay, so this audio, as you can see, if I play it, it's already in a very we'll get a nice feel for this video. Okay, so I wanted actually this music at the end, it has to be like like fade out, and then like silently it ends and it blends very nicely, the music at the end. So we can basically adjust this part using when we double click, you can get this option, and you can have a look. See, now it's perfectly blending, because at the end of the video the audio is fading out, and it gives a very good feel for that video. Okay, so this is how it is done. Okay, so we have explained this thing now. So I'm going to delete it, and I'm going to delete that one as well, and I'm going to drag it again to show you the next option. Okay, again the raw file, the original file. Okay, so the next option that we are going to, this one is you can actually increase the view, because if you increase it, what we're going to see is frame by frame. You can see the file, because it will be easy for you to to edit. And I'm going to cut this. I'm going to show you like how to split this file. Okay, to just show you one thing. Okay, I can just click on it, and I can delete that part. So basically what is happening is I have deleted some portion of that video, because some unwanted portion, if you wanted to delete it, you can do like this, and now you can see it is directly jumping to the next scene, which is not looking very nice. Okay, just have a look. Alright, so what I want is I wanted like a nice transition effect, so that it blends together. So you can see the transition option on the top. Okay, I'm just going to click on it, and you can see a lot of transition effects which is already there in Filmora. There are many different kinds of effects, transition effects. Okay, if you double click on it, you can see the preview, like how that effect is gonna be. So basically you wanted that thing to be like between these two scenes. So I'm gonna drag it and place it between exactly the two scenes, and now you play it. You can see it's coming smoothly to the next scene, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it once more, and I'm going to show you the next example of another transition. Okay, so I'm going to remove this part, so that when you get a feel of like it is jumping to the next scene. I'm going to use another transition effect, flash. Okay, so if you play it, you can see the flash effect. So basically what the transition, the duration we can adjust like this. If you click and drag on it, what it does is it is affecting the duration. See, and now it is taking much time to go to the next scene. Yeah, so that's how it works, right? So let's delete those transitions. Okay, and I'm going to delete the entire thing again, and I'm going to drag it again, and I'm going to show you like the next thing, the next option, which is the crop option. Okay, so okay, I'll show you. Okay, if you press the crop option, you will be getting this window. So now it is selected original ratio. So original ratio is something like the Filmora will automatically detect the resolution, because if you crop it, it won't be affecting your height and width. Okay, if you press OK, you can see it is automatically selected, and the resolution is exactly the same. But the only problem is, if you are doing this for the entire video, the entire video will be cropped like this, which is like most of the time you won't be needing that, because if you are working with so many scenes, you don't want it to do that. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is I'm going to just I just Control Z, and it is already undone. I just undone it by pressing Control Z. Okay, so I'm gonna split it into split the middle portion. Okay, I'm gonna delete it by splitting one more piece, right? No, okay, we will not delete it. I'll show you. We just double click on put on the crop, click on the crop option. You can see I'm going to crop this. I'm going to crop this like this, and you always keep original ratio. That'll be better, because if you okay, if you can do custom also, like small cropping and other things and all, which can be used for other purposes. Okay, I'm going to keep the original ratio all the time, because that won't disturb your video resolution, Okay, so I'm going to place it here and click OK, and now you can see that only the middle portion is affected with this cropping effect. Okay, if you play it, okay, it is going that because the middle portion is very small, so that's why it is coming like jumping and going to the next scene. So I wanted to, okay, if I wanted to slow down that middle portion, so you can directly go to speed and duration from the, and then I'm going to reduce that the speed. You can actually reverse the speed also, that video can be reversed also. Okay, you can press OK. Okay, see, now you can see the video is extended a bit, because it has been slowed to 0.58 times. See, now you can see like it's coming like this. This is just an example that I'm going to I just wanted to show you, so that this kind of options can be used as per your creativity, because it's completely up to you, like how to use these effects. But I'm just showing you. Okay, I'm going to delete it, and I'm going to drag it again, and the next option, we are going to the speed thing, that which we already have been discussed now, speed of the video, and the coloring option. Okay, if you click on it, it is the color correction option, because this one you have a plenty of things to be very careful about, because okay, if you can plus, or you press auto, Filmora itself is going to do the color correction for you. Because if you can, okay, so basically what it does is it brightens your darker side, and that kind of small corrections it will be doing. Okay, I'm going to press Control Z, because that will undo what you have done, the auto part. Okay, so when you do the color correction, okay, you can play around with threshold and like values and other things. There are plenty of options you can do. So one thing like you have to keep in your mind is, because when you do the color correction, you don't do that like overdo it, because if you overdo it, it is going to affect your video very badly actually. Yep, so white balance, you can do that. Just do the things which is only necessary for that video, so that you'll get that feel of that video. And always keep that in your mind, like don't overdo the color correction, because that will not be looking very good. Okay, if you go to the 3D LUTs, you can see a plenty of LUTs. LUTs are basically the presets for the color correction thing, because if you see that 007 series, this color correction, that preset, that color tone has been used in James Bond 007 series. If I click on it, you can see that color, that film will be like, that video will be looking like Bond series. If I click black and white, it's like this. Batman, it will be looking like a Batman movie, like the color correction what they have used, because Filmora has few of the the presets that what they have already inbuilt in the software. Okay, if you play it, you can see, yes, but I prefer always do manual color correction, because what will happen is you won't be needing the same color correction for all the scenes, so it's always better you do it manually. Okay, so I have kept it like none, and we have done some very few adjustments on the top. We can adjust like HSL, hue, saturation, and this one luminescence. We can okay, saturation, I'm gonna adjust a very few things. So one very very cool thing that what Filmora is giving us is like you can save your adjustment as a preset, which is a very cool thing, because if you make a very small adjustment also, and if you wanted the same adjustment to be on your next video, you can save it as a preset, and I'm gonna name it as Vivek Manil 1. So what it does is when you do that, it is already saved to your Filmora, so it will be the preset part. Okay, you can see you have to go to the custom. You can see Vivek Manil. Okay, I'm going to press cancel, and I'm going to just show you once more. Okay, if you go to preset, go to custom, you can see that Vivek Manil preset is already there. So what you can do is you can use the same preset for any of or the entire video which we are going to which you are going to edit, because that will standardize your entire video, because that will be the same color correction we'll be using for the entire video, or for the entire scene, like scene by scene also you can select the preset. Okay, so the next one is the motion thing. You can basically animate your scene. If you double click and then play it, you can see that will be coming like will be rotating and coming. There are plenty of effects, and you can see like once we have applied the effect, you can see on the left side what effect is been applied. So we can double click on it, and we can always remove that by pressing that no animation. Double click on it. Okay, it is back to the normal thing. Right, so the next one, we can okay, we will go to that the other options on the top, like titles, transitions, effects, elements, split screen and all. Okay, so audio, if you click on it, you can see the default some default audios we are having in the Filmora. Yeah, okay, if I press titles, you can see the plenty of styles of titles, with animation. You can see audio, basically on your left side you can see the what kind of feel of that music, and the sound effects is also there. If you're editing a video, if you wanted any kind of a beep sound, or like explosion sound, glass breaking sound and stuffs like that, anything, a phone ring sound, anything can be used. Okay, if the phone ring sound, I'm just going to show you an example. I'm just going to drag it below. Okay, if you play it, you can hear that phone sound. Okay, it is not matching with the video, but I'm just showing you so that when you do it, you can use that. Okay, if you go to titles, you can see the plenty of like you can add subtitles and credit scenes. There are many options you can do. These are the default things, and other manually also you can do that, because there are many options. There are many ways you can use these options. So you can you can just have a look. I'm going to drag this, that is opener scene. I'm going to drag this on top. Okay, since you can see it is a two track, so it works like a same layer system in Photoshop and in other video editing software. Only that the top track will be visible. Okay, you can double click on it and you can adjust. You can change the text and stuff like that. I'm going to drag it below a bit, and see now you can see what happens is that after this opener scene, it will go directly to the video. Okay, so we can actually do that like this, because you can basically drag it and keep it on the same track, but I always prefer to keep it on the next track, because so that your editing won't be disturbed. Because if it is on a second track, it is much easier. If you double click on it, you can you can change the animations, and you can there are plenty of animation things already which is default there. Okay, so okay, so like that. And so now the transition part, we have already discussed about the transition thing, which has been already been discussed before, right? And okay, if we go to effects, you can see on the left side filters, overlays, utility, LUTs we already discussed at the time of color correction. And now if you wanted to add any kind of filters, we have many default options here. So if you double click on it, you can see the preview on the right side, like how it is gonna be. So this kind of things you only use when it is necessary, because as I always say, you overdo it, it is going to affect your entire design, the design, or like the entire stuff. So you will always have to be very careful about it. Yeah, so there are quite a lot below. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so if you wanted to add a bubble kind of, border kind of thing, you can add it by double clicking this. Right, so we go to elements, and you can see some animated elements which is already there. On the left side also you can you can see many thing. I'm going to drag one thing and just show you how it will be. See, okay, so this is how it will be like. Okay, if you drag it and keep on top of that video, what is going to happen is that animated thing will be coming on the screen, on above your video, because since it is placed on the first track, that will be visible first. Okay, so if you can see, you can basically double click on it. You can flip the video, right? Okay, you can flip that, and you can change that. What do you call it? I'm going to drag this below. I will show you like how the blunting option of this. Okay, so I'm going to double click on the video above, and on the blunting mode you can see, if I change that to darken, you can see it is kind of overlapped, and you can it is visible also. You can there are many other blunting modes also which can be used when you do the special effects kind of thing. I'm going to keep it as normal. And opacity, if you reduce it, you can see the same thing as well. You can see the transparent, because the first layer becomes like 46.55% transparent. So that's what opacity basically does. So what happens is you can see what is happening behind. So this thing will help you when you do visual effects kind of thing, or frame by frame editing. If you wanted to do some special effects kind of thing, this effect will be very helpful for you. But for the normal editing thing, you won't be needing this. So I'm going to delete it. Alright, so I'm going to delete this one as well. Okay, so I'm going to drag it again, and the next option we are going to check is split screen. Alright, so you can see this many kind of split screens. You can see that because when you see the news channels and all, you can you'll be seeing this effect, like in so many screens many people will be talking and stuffs like that. You can do the same effect in Filmora here. So what you have to do is you need to drag it on top of your video, click OK, and go to media. Okay, so now you can see the screens 1, 2, 3, the numbers and the images are there, but how are you going to keep that video on that? You have to drag it one by one. So now at the moment we only have one video. So what I'm going to, okay, I'm going to keep this video here. Okay, so to track number 2, I'm going to drag. You can actually zoom it, and when you drag itself, you'll be getting a small window kind of thing. You can basically mute that thing, and you can zoom it, and you can do the the small animation control also you can do. Okay, I'm going to cancel it now. Okay, I'm going to drag this the same video again. Okay, sorry. Yep. Again, yeah, to screen number 2 and third one also. Close it, and I'm going to drag it. Yes, so now if you play it, you can see it's coming like split it into 3 screens. Okay, I'm going to drag this thing. I'm behind. Okay, so that okay, after the scene also the video will be playing. I'm going to reduce a bit sound. Okay, play it. Yes, Okay, you'll be getting this effect, which is very cool. And it goes off, and you can see the video below, the track number 2. Yep. So I'm gonna delete this one also. Okay, I'm gonna drag it again here. So what we are going to go is to the green screen. Okay, so this is one a very cool effect. So for doing that, we need a sample video. Okay, so I'm gonna drag one sample smoke effect to Filmora, and I'm going to drag it, and I'm going to place it on top of the video. If you play it, you can see that green smoke is coming. Yep. So what I wanted to do is I need to replace this green smoke to the screen behind, I mean the video below. So okay, so it's very easy to do actually. What you have to do is you need to right click and go to green screen. Okay, so now you can see it's already, the green part is already been masked, and you can see the video behind. Okay, sorry, wait, so we need okay, so now you can see it's already default green color. That's why it has been already replaced. So but we are not sure like it is exactly the same green color which is in the smoke video. Okay, so what we are going to be more accurate, and we are going to take the color picker tool here, and okay, just for sample I click the black part. So now the black color has been replaced. So but we need the green portion, so we're going to go and click on the green. So now it is the exact color what is in the video, the green screen. I'm going to okay, make this as a full. Okay, right, so if you play that, you can see how nicely it has been that effect has been done. See, so this effect is one of very strong tool in Filmora, because this effect is basically used for many special effects kind of thing in movies and stuffs like that. Right, so we have done the green screen also. Yes, so I will show you how to export. That is the final part when you do the editing. Okay, you can see the formats. You can directly go to the export option. You can do that. There are many like device wise also you can export your video. There are YouTube, Vimeo, DVD formats, and everything is there. Go to local, and if you go to settings, you can see the default settings already, which is already the default video resolution and your frame rates and thing and other things. It is already set for your video which you have been editing. So it's better you don't change it, the frame rate and other things. Resolution as per your requirement you can do the changes. That's a completely up to you. You can select the quality also you can select. Okay, I'm going to press cancel. Okay, export. Okay, just wait, I'm going to cancel it again, and I need to show you one more thing. This one you can set the path, like where you have to save. Okay, if you wanted to save to desktop, you can actually make a folder also, that's completely up to you. And then if you press export, what will happen is this video is rendering and then you can see the status, like percentage wise it is saving to your desktop in MP4 format, because that is a format we have selected. Okay, I'm going to cancel it because that is going to take a long time. So that's all. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any doubts you can always comment below, or you wanted to do any specific special effects in Filmora, you can always comment below, because I'll be making a video based on that. So please don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon below. If you like the video, please share it. That's all for now. Goodbye.